Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce for July the 21st, 2021. It's your Uncle Bruce here. Cheers to all of you around the world who catch this channel. We try to explain the stock markets in plain English. It's all we try to do. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for joining me this morning. We have a positive market so far for the morning. We're looking at a gain of 126 points so far on the Dow. We've got S&P up 6.4, NASDAQ down 30. But boy, did we have a good day yesterday, and so we'll continue on. When will Gores turn into Matterport? I'm not sure of the exact moment, but don't be surprised if in the next day or two we get the notification that the symbol will change for Matterport. We think it's imminent. That'll happen now. As you all of you have figured out, those of you who've been following me now for a while regarding the SPACs, once they change their name and then they try to change their symbol, you have to use the symbol to watch the stock sometimes on your devices, but your accounts don't show it yet. And then it takes like 3 or 4 or 5 days for your accounts to catch up and properly price your stock and what you paid for it and all that stuff. We're going to get the same thing here with Gores. I mean, count on it. It's going to be exactly the same. So just hang tough, everybody. Let them do their thing. 13.49 as of the last trade I show, up 6 cents. Now 13.47, up 6 cents at this moment. Okay, so there you are. If GameStop split their stock, would they inform the public first before doing it? Oh yes, they would not only inform the public, they would also announce the record date that you must be a shareholder of the stock on a certain date, probably 30 days ahead. And at that date, anyone who's a shareholder of the stock will then be granted the split. So if you sell your stock the day before the record date, you're out. And of course, you're not getting the split. If you buy the stock, let's put it this way: if you buy the shares the day before the record date, you will get the split because the next day is the record date, and you're going to get the split. If you buy the shares, how do they do that? I'm trying to remember how that works, but anyway, they'll announce the record date, and then they'll announce the date that it'll split, and all. Yeah, it'll be publicly released, all public released, no secrets. They don't do it first and then tell you they did it. They won't play that. They can't do that. The SEC wants full disclosure for shareholders, and that's how this works. So yeah, there's no surprises. No. Oh my, look at the stocks only at $15. What happened? Oh, it split 10 for 1 last night. I didn't hear about that. No, that will not happen. Never. I got my proxy vote for SVAC. I sold my shares a while ago and switched to the January calls. If I get an email, I was in the window for holding the shares, right? Yeah, if you got the email, you were in the the date of record. So you're entitled to vote, even though you've sold already, but you were a shareholder of record and you actually count. The person who bought your stock doesn't have a vote because they bought too late. So yeah, there you go. So you can vote on the thing. I would say you would say yes. Yes, let's do this because you want this deal to go through and you want the shares to go much higher than this. You vote no, you're kind of making the company fold up at $10 a share and go away. I don't think you want that for your call options. So yeah, you may want to vote yes on this. Morning, Uncle Bruce. What's the point of stock split if people can buy fractional shares these days? Well, it's psychologically positive. Gets what it really does. It takes somebody with, say, let's say you do a 5-for-1 split. You have 20 shares now. You have 100 shares tomorrow. You can now write options. That changes the game. So anybody with the 80 shares has 400. You can write 4 options. You have 100 shares. You have 500 now. 5 options instead of 1 option. Changes liquidity big time on the company. I wrote a covered call on GameStop for this Friday at 190. Should I take a loss and buy it back and roll it over at a higher strike or wait it out? Well, the stock is only up 38 cents right now. It is not yet doing the big run. So I'd give it another half an hour to an hour and just see what the pattern is here. frankly, if you have to buy them back, and the stock goes to 193.94 and you buy them back at that price. And then you roll into 200s or 210s. But if the stock goes to 186, 185 this morning, which it can do at any time if it does it, well, then these contracts will plummet. And then you might just buy them back for a nice loss, or, for you, a gain. You buy back cheap and you sit on the sidelines, or you immediately write brand new 195s for next week or whatever you're going to do. So just, don't rush it. Just be patient. You're in control here. You've got the cash. You sold them. You own this money. You've got this cash. Let the stock make you buy them back. Like let the stock really take off from here. It's had a good couple of days, and it might be topping up just right now. Those of you who are thinking of writing covered calls on GameStop, might be the time right now to write some 200s or 210s or 220s for the next 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. It might not be the right time. It's all up to you. Some of you might be able to write 300s right now for like a couple of months. Some of you might be looking at writing 400s for 4 or 5 months out. Some of you might be writing 500s for several months out. It's all up to you how you want to approach this. The stocks are looking a lot better today at 192 than it was a couple of days ago at 162, don't you think? I think very good. Can you tell us a little bit more about these classes? They're live at noon, Saturdays and Sundays. We're on the air for it ranges, but about 2 to 2.5 hours is the amount of time that I'm in front of the camera. And it's just like this. It's just like this, except I'm over here in front of the whiteboard. And Jennifer is the moderator of all comments on the classes. And she reads questions to me. She reads them all, and then she'll read relevant questions to me. Some of you will have the same question in slightly different wording, so she'll kind of adjust it. So it's pretty casual. It's very engaging, back and forth. I will stop in the middle of a spiel, listen to the question, reiterate a point, or re-explain it. I will show you strategies pertaining to the stocks we talk about. So I'll talk about SoFi, GameStop, IBM, 23andMe, all the stocks we follow. I will be in the class talking any examples on options or trading strategies or what have you about our stocks. Now, of course, I'll talk about the market as a whole, obviously, and I'll give you some historical examples of things, of course, but the classes have gone rather well, especially with the noobs. Those of you who are new to trading in the last year or so, you've picked this up, you've started trading for the first time, you don't have a stockbroker, you don't know how the market works in the big picture. These classes are made for you. I am purposely keeping my focus on new investors right now for these classes. That's why this week's class, Secrets of Successful Investors, winning strategies new investors need to know. This is, if you have been investing less than a year, this is for you. I will be covering all kinds of things you should be aware of and doing. And if you're not doing, you'll figure out why you're not. You'll understand, maybe I should be doing this. Just to guide you, because it's not the wins that are going to make you the money. It's the losses that you suffer that will make you money. If you lose too much, you don't make money. If you can eliminate your losses to an absolute minimum, you will make money, because you'll always find stocks that'll run on you. You'll find stocks that'll go up. It's the ones that go down that kill you, and options. And so we cover that. On Sunday, it'll be Secrets of Successful Investors, common mistakes new investors make. It's the do's and the don'ts on Saturday and Sunday. And again, if you're new to this investing business, you want to be a more active trader, you want to be a smarter trader, you want to not be intimidated by the markets, you want to more fully understand how this works, why and how successful traders do what they do, join in Saturday and Sunday for live classes. Otherwise, go to my website and you can check out the classes I've already done. 2 classes, lessons 1 and 2, talking about the basics of option buying and selling, put options, call options, the basics on lesson number 2 of writing call and put options. 3rd and 4th class covered aggressive trading strategies in options, puts and calls. And number 4 was aggressive writing strategies for puts and calls. We went over a lot of examples in those two classes, and it really worked because people were really reacting in the class. Jennifer was reading question after question to me, and I think you'll get a lot of benefit out of it. Now, if you watch the live class, you get to be part of the engagement. It's a $150 cost for the two and a half hour time frame, but you also will receive, as a viewer of the live class, you will also get the link to the edited class that goes onto the website. You will get that link as well. So really, for $150, you get the live class, and then you get the recorded class for no extra fee. If you're not watching live, you just want to watch the recording because you can't make it or you don't want to be part of the live audience, I get it. Just buy the class. It's $100 whenever you want to watch it, and you can watch it as many times as you like. So go to the website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca, and check them out. And there are 4 classes now available. Classes 3 and 4 were uploaded yesterday and today. So they're now available as well. Okay. I'm very red on the contracts I bought for December and January. Should I cut losses and sell or average down? Sadly, all positions were up, but in the last 2 weeks, they've been on a steep downhill. All stocks went down in the last couple of weeks on growth side, the growth side stocks. All of them went dropping. Yesterday, we've begun to see a turnaround. We've noticed SoFi go from the 14 range now to the 1550 range, 1554 right now in SoFi. GameStop popped up. ATIP is now popping back a bit. We're noticing Gores. They've done their name change. They're about to do that with Matterport. Symbol change. It's all happening here. Just stand by. ME sort of hanging around now, this low 9 range. We might have been bottoming out here. Fifth wall, we're waiting, of course, for options to exist. Vector is 1065 up a nickel. Navsite and Starboard, we're waiting for them. I would do nothing. I would, if you have extra cash, you can average down on what you have or buy lower priced contracts and just get in there for, again, long term. Do not twitch, flinch, and do anything. Do not do any selling, nothing. Sit back, because these shares can pop $1 a day for 5 days in a row, and all of a sudden your account will just go woo. So just sit tight. The Dow is going to go higher, as will the S&P, as will NASDAQ. These markets are going to keep on running higher. The earnings are coming out from the major companies. They're phenomenal. Stocks are going higher, and that's going to put extra cash into this market as well. Your shares are going to become noticed and known in the market, and you will do very well. Sit tight and do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Or pick up cheaper stuff. That's it. Okay, no need to worry whatsoever as far as I'm concerned. Get ready, kids. This weekend, oh my God, it's happening. Noon Eastern time for each class, Saturday and Sunday, live right here. And Bruce will be on the whiteboard just going. This can be great.